Roronoa Zoro is one of the best vice captains in the One Piece world. While he feels like he hasn't quite proven himself like he wants to, this fight still shows that Roronoa Zoro is one of the best swordmen in One Piece. As potentially the second best fighter among the Straw Hat and the first member besides Luffy, Zoro has gotten into plenty of fights. He is a master swordman, so it is more exciting when he faces off against someone who also uses blades to fight. These fights gives him a chance to continue to prove himself that he can be the world's greatest swordman ever. But sometimes it shows that he has still a long way to go. So in today's video we are going over top 10 best Roronoa Zoro's sword fights. So without any further ado, let's start with our video. On the 10th number, the fight is between Zoro vs Kabeji. Kabeji is a member of Buggy Pirates and was one of the first opponents Zoro faced during the series. At first, it seemed like if Kabeji was a pretty good match against Zoro, but it turns out it was only due to an injury he received from Buggy. Once Zoro decided to fight Kabeji seriously, it was no problem to defeat him. When viewed as a fight without taking into consideration that it was one of the Zoro's first fight, this fight was more of a letdown than anything else. On the 9th number, the fight is between Zoro vs Ohm. Ohm has the troublesome sword that gave Zoro some issues initially, but he was able to overcome it easily. Their fight didn't lasted long, and it seems like Ohm's swords was doing all the work. Ohm himself was not a good swordman. The main bright side of this fight was Zoro showing off his 108-pound cannon and giving himself ranged potential as well. It was a decent fight, but it was clear quickly how much stronger Zoro was. On the 8th number, the fight is between Zoro vs Hatchan. This fight was more interesting than impressive. Until this point, Zoro always had more swords than his opponent. However, Hatchan used 6 swords when he fought. Zoro was also incredibly injured before this fight by Mihawk, so he was not able to fight at his full power. Despite the odds against him, he was able to easily defeat Hatchan once he had 3 swords to wield. Winning even with several points against him proves just how strong Zoro is, but didn't give him much of a challenge for his actual skill. On the 7th number, the fight is between Mihawk vs Zoro. This fight was and still is Zoro's most crushing defeat. It was clear from their very first clash that Mihawk was leagues ahead of Zoro in both skills and power. Zoro still valiantly tries his best, but still fell short. This fight wasn't great in that Zoro did anything impressive, but it was great in showing the gap between him and the top level swordman. He now knew for sure where he stood in the world of the swordman and could finally see the goal he was working towards. On the 6th number, the fight is between Zoro vs Hawkins from Wano arc. Hawkins and Zoro are both members of the worst generation, and this brief clash between them showed just how powerful they both were. Hawkins has never really been shown personally fighting before, and Zoro hasn't had to try very hard ever since the time skip. The only reason that this fight doesn't rank any higher is that there was no resolution. Zoro and Luffy were retreating away from Hawkins, so their sword fight was across large distances, with the goal of capture or escape, not defeating the enemy. On the 5th number, the fight is between Zoro vs Killer. This fight was a big surprise to viewers of the anime by how well animated it was. The stake didn't seem that high, and Killer was not an integral part of Kaido's crew, so it was shocking to see how much effort and attention went into this battle. Ever since Kid was introduced along with Killer, this face-off was a big question in fans' minds as to who would win. This question is now solved, with Zoro defeating Killer with only 2 swords and a borrowed weapon. On the 4th number, the fight is between Zoro vs Pika. Pika's battle against Zoro was fun. It became obvious quickly that Pika could not match Zoro in swordplay. This led to Zoro cutting Pika's giant form into several pieces, a feat that could only be pulled off by some of the world's strongest swordmen. Zoro was also finally able to show off his use of Haki, having to rely on both armament and observational Haki. It was his first toughest fight since the time skip, and it was great to see Zoro finally get serious again. On the 3rd number, the fight is between Dash Bones vs Zoro. Dash Bones was one of the toughest opponents Zoro had faced up till Alabasta, and was actually stronger than him. He could form his body parts into blades, and Zoro was initially unable to overcome this. As the fight progressed, Zoro dug deeply and was finally able to do something only the best swordmen are capable of. He was able to slice steel. This fight was not only an intense one, but Zoro was finally pushed to his limits and was forced to improve. On the second number, the fight is between Zoro versus Ryuma. Thriller Bark gave Zoro one of his strongest opponent and interesting opponent, an undead samurai. This fight was great for several reasons. Zoro had to chance to acquire a new legendary sword, which only strengthens his arsenal. The attitude of both fighters was also that of two great swordmen that knew their opponent was skilled as well. This led to a fight that was not just fun to watch but also enjoyable for Ryuma and Zoro as well. In the end, Ryuma left the better swordman with a new blade. Before moving to the first number, I would like you guys to please subscribe to my YouTube channel because I post daily anime content about top 10 top 5 listings, anime reviews, recommendations and all sort of anime content on daily basis. So if you enjoyed, please subscribe and let's move to the first number. On the first number, the fight is between Zoro versus Kaku. Zoro's fight against Kaku was easily his best. It switched between serious and fun, with Usopp even becoming a sword for Zoro to wield at one point. Kaku was also a great fighter and pushed Zoro to his absolute limits. In order to beat him, Zoro had to break out a technique that he hasn't used before this fight or at any time since. He called it Ashura, and it made him go from wielding 3 swords to 9. This is more blades than anyone has wielded at the same time in the series, and the power he gained from it was overwhelming, and it was one of the most fun and interesting sword fight to watch of Zoro. So here you go with the top 10 best Zoro sword fights in the One Piece till now. Comment down below and let me know which is your favorite fight out of these 10 fights, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as I said, I post daily anime content, so please subscribe. It would really help me to grow my channel, and like this video. And that was it for today guys, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.